This one is coming live from Florida, our guest for tonight. Welcome to this very special edition of the KAJ Masterclass, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through the industry insights and information or simply learning from them. And today we have Marco Torres, founder of Marketingboostcom, straightway from Florida, USA, who has helped thousands of business owners worldwide to boost sales and scale their businesses. He teaches entrepreneurs how to source sales and marketing through the use of value add incentives instead of discounts. Welcome to the show, Marco.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to reaching your audience.
Thank you very much. And our audience, will look forward to benefit a lot from you. So straight way to the point, Marco, the power of using incentives to sell more without discounting, because online game is mostly about, even offline, about discounts. Everybody wants more and more discounts. And you are talking about incentives to sell without discounting. Can you tell us a lot about all this?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I agree. We all feel we're all, one of the challenges we all face as entrepreneurs is we're all swimming in an ocean full of competitors. And so you've got to try to stand, one of the challenges is how do you stand out from the crowd? How do you be different? And then because that's so difficult to do, the other thing you're trying to do is, you're competing against price and it ends up being sometimes a race to the bottom where you end up with no profits. So you've really got to be careful. I mean, before I talk about the solution, let's talk about how bad the problem can be. When you discount, let's say your profit is, for every $1,000 in sales, you've got a 20% profit. So you have $200 in net profit. So you discount 10%. What you really just did is gave away half of your profit. Now the next $1,000 in sales is actually $900. And so to get to the same place you were the day before yesterday, when you dropped the discount, you've got to get to $1,800 in sales. I'm talking about US dollars, but the same works in any currency around the world. Now you've got to double your sales to get back to where you were with the same $200 in net profit. So I teach my clients, and what we do with Marketing Boost is we provide travel incentives that you can add to your mix to offer to keep your price high. In other words, instead of discounting, throw in a bonus, throw in something else. Now, it doesn't have to be the incentives that Marketing Boost offers, but you need to try to create even products of your own. Maybe it's a book you wrote last year. Maybe it's a ebook you have. Maybe it's a course you did 6 months ago. So now you're selling the new course, so you can throw in a bonus. Today's price, you still keep your price high, and then you can say, today we sign this, buy today, and we're going to give you a bonus, course on these subjects. And you're going to throw in additional products and services that might be relevant. Maybe it's products on the shelf that are getting a little stale, that are not, they haven't sold yet, so they're costing you money in inventory. Or you can do what we, sign up for. You can use the Marketing Boost incentives, for example, and include a complimentary hotel stay or a hotel savings card. And I'll get more into what those are. But when you include a bonus product, that psychologically has actually been proven to make people jump and grab and take action today better than just offering a discount.
Okay. Can you give some more examples from your business? How do you convince your clients to go for not discounts but incentives, and how are people there taking it up? Because it's a huge market and people are going for discounts, and you have to fight with incentives that you offer. So how does that work exactly on the ground?
Just a matter of fact, just yesterday, I was having a conversation with one of the Marketing Boost members who's been using our service for years. And what he does is, for example, he's a wedding photographer. They do wedding photography, videography, and so they compete with people all over they're all over the United States anyway. And so they're competing with others that are, local, and he's national. So what they do is they do the marketing, they find the clients, and then he gets local guys to go and do the photography for them and the video. So he's competing on price with all the other photographers all over the country. So he has been discounting, right? He's been discounting, and most of his competitors charge as much as $5,000 for the photography and the video, and he was doing the combo for about $2,500, and so he would get a lot of the business with the discount. But of course, that chops into what's left over for profit. So what he's been starting to do now is include, instead of discounting, he includes a complimentary hotel stay from Marketing Boost for a 5-night stay in Cancun, Mexico, and includes essentially the honeymoon with the photography package. And now he's getting back up to, close to the 5,000 mark that his competitors get. He's getting, but he's still coming a little bit lower because that's what he wants to do. He wants to be lower than the rest. But now he's getting almost $1,500 more than he was getting before by including the complimentary hotel stay instead of discounting the price so dramatically. That's making a huge difference in his bottom line. And he's offering, including a complimentary hotel stay in the mix. So if I can, can I tell you the history of how Marketing Boost was?
Absolutely. That would be great.
Yeah. So this is what, so far you might be asking, how can anybody give away a complimentary hotel stay? It doesn't even make sense, which is true. It doesn't. So let me get into how that works. My partners and I, we've been in the travel space since all of us, since I've been in the travel space since 1993. So I've been around in a long time. Been marketing on the internet before Google, before Facebook, before, it was back in the days of AOL. And but anyway, the point being is we started a travel business of our own here in the mid 2000s, about 2009, 2010, and it started taking off like a rocket. We were growing into one of the fastest travel sites in North America. And the challenge that we came across, whenever you're an entrepreneur, you're a startup, and you start having a lot of business and a lot of volume, you risk getting what happened to us. We got a few negative complaints and some negative reviews. And that was really hurting our business. Google, this is 2010 now, so Google would put them right up on top, and everybody would see the negative reviews. And so we're like, wow, we got to overcome this. So we came up with an idea to ask our clients at the peak of their happiness when they were on vacation. We would send them an email, do a survey, an email and a text message, and say, hey, how's the hotel living up to your expectations? How do we rank in your mind from a scale of 1 to 5? Where would you rank us? And if they gave us a 4 or 5, we would say, wonderful, we're thrilled that you're happy and everything else. Please send us. We'd love to ask you to give us a video testimonial of the hotel and of our company. And if you'll do that, we'll reward you with a complimentary hotel stay. And that started to jump in, and people were sending us video testimonials from all the different hotels that we represented. And we started having, first a few dozen and then hundreds. And at the beginning, we were having to pay for those complimentary stays we were giving people. And that was like, whoa, this is expensive. But we were leveraging those video testimonials now all over our website, all over our marketing, and just, continuing to boom sales, because now we had real video testimonials of happy clients with selfie, holding their camera and giving us a selfie testimonial. So we went back to all the resorts and hotels that we were doing business with, and we came up with a plan that we solve a problem they have, a problem for us, and a problem for what today became Marketing Boost. We asked them, we can help you fill these hotel, because every hotel out there has empty hotel rooms that they're not filling. So they're not full year round. Most hotels are rarely full year round. They're going to get full on special holidays, special events, weekends, peak season. But out of every year, they're going to have about 30, 40 weeks of the year that they're going to have, 70% occupancy, and 30% of their rooms are going to go empty. And they still have the same costs. They still have the same mortgage to pay. They still have rent. They still have front desk staff, maintenance crews. All their expenses are the same except for the maid service if somebody stays in the room. So we convinced them to join us in let us create this Marketing Boost solution where we put warm bodies in those rooms. People that are going to spend money in room service. They're not going to get any money for the room, or very little money for the hotel room, but they're going to get money from people booking additional nights. They're going to get money from people ordering room service, spending money at the casino, the restaurants, the bar. And so they get some revenue versus no revenue. And they're going to get those video testimonials, and they're going to get, get Facebook and social media exposure, and they're going to get future clients that come back and pay regular price. So we turned it in. After we did it for our own business, we decided this looks like an amazing business we could offer to the rest of the world. So we decided to reinvent and revolutionize the travel incentive business by making it affordable for any small business to be able to offer these complimentary hotel stays and restaurant savings cards and hotel savings cards from all over the world. We now have clients all over the world. We made it easy, affordable to be a Marketing Boost member, and we solve a problem for small entrepreneurs all over the world to be able to compete with the big boys and be able to give away a complimentary hotel stay with the purchase of whatever their product is, for example. And so the Marketing Boost member wins, the client wins by getting a free trip, and the resort wins because they get, warm bodies in their rooms, spending money and helping them fill rooms that would have otherwise gone empty.
So is it only about throwing in a holiday as part of incentive, a hotel, a tourist place, or are there other incentives which may lure, because everybody may not be interested in just a holiday?
That's true, and so when it comes to Marketing Boost, our product is, yes, it's all about travel incentives, holidays, complimentary holidays, or hotel savings cards, or restaurant savings vouchers. Now, again, we teach using added value incentives. We provide the travel incentives, but we also teach you, it's not like you say, not everybody's going to be ready to travel, or although right now there's a demand for travel like never before.
Absolutely.
As COVID,
right. Yes.
As COVID is finally going down and the new variants are actually less lethal. People are really all over the world. People are sick and tired of the lockdowns and the restrictions. And there is a demand for travel. There's it's almost what we call now revenge travel. People want to go somewhere. They want to go now.
Right.
So we do find that these incentives can really be used in a lot of ways. Not only to add to your product, for example, buy my product and get a free holiday, but they can also be used for lead generation. Use them as sweepstakes. Hey, I'm running a promotion. I'm giving away 5-night or 3-night hotel stay in Dubai. I'm giving a 4-day. We offer complimentary hotel stays in over 125 destinations around the world. And for a lot of your listeners are in India, so we've got 5 days and 4 nights in Goa, for example. We've got 7 nights in Bali, 3 nights in Dubai. We've got places like, of course, 5 nights in Cancun, 5 nights in Hawaii, 7 nights in Thailand. But anyway, you can use them, for example, give you ideas. You can create referral programs. After they bought your product, you can say, hey, if you give me 10 referrals, I'm going to reward you with this. If you could build viral programs. I've got people who have built their social media platforms and their following on their Facebook groups, for example, that have gone from zero. One guy went from 0 to 10,000 members in less than 90 days by doing contests on his Facebook group saying, hey, if you invite 20 friends to join the group, for every 20 people you invite to join our Facebook group, you have a chance to win a complimentary hotel stay in wherever destination. And every week he'd run a different destination people would be joining his group to take a chance to win a trip. And then he would, he's the authority in his Facebook group. He's building his personal brand. He could be out there and, delivering content that he was an expert at. And little by little, he could monetize that Facebook group as well, because now he's got his own audience. So that's one way. So that's referrals. It's rewarding people for testimonials and maintaining and growing your online reputation. Use the incentives there's just so many different ways to look at how you could use the incentive. Use the incentives for an upsell. They bought product A, and now you're like, by the way, if you buy product B to go with product A, we're going to reward you with this, this complimentary holiday that you have 18 months to use. By the way, that's how this works too. When we're looking about getting people to take what we call an impulse buy, right? We want them to take action today. They don't necessarily know when they're going to travel when they're buying widget from you, or they're buying a training course, or they're buying your coaching services, or they're buying your whatever, right? Your affiliate products. So when they see the travel offer, they're not, travel may not be on their mind immediately. They know they want to go somewhere in the future, and that's what we're pushing here, because we're going to tell them we're going to show you how to present it, where you're saying, folks, if you don't have travel dates in mind, no problem, perfect. When you get your complimentary trip today, you're going to have 18 months to select travel dates. So they don't have to select their travel dates when they first, buy your product or they receive the complimentary stay. They have 18 months to use it. They log in. There's no phone calls to make, no hoops to jump through, no timeshare presentations to listen to. They simply activate it online by paying the government taxes. They do have to pay the government taxes. And then they've got 18 months to look at a calendar, just like other travel websites. They'll see the dates that are available. They'll see the hotels that are participating. They'll be able to click it, book it, get instant gratification, instant confirmation, and they're on their way. It doesn't include airfare. It doesn't include food and beverage. So they're getting a free room, but they've got to, they're going to pay for their own way to and from that hotel. They're going to pay their own food and beverage, and they're paying the government taxes. They get a free room. Now, if you make enough money, you also have the option to pay the taxes for your client as well. So you could give them a completely free trip, other than the hotel stay. I mean, the airfare and stuff. But the option is there for you to pay it, and then let them, so that you could, if you make enough money on your sale, if you're a $12,000 a year coaching program and most of that's profit, you could afford to pay the government taxes for the client and give them the free trip completely.
Right. In fact, Marco, this is quite timely because, as you said, COVID, and in India also, especially the tourism and the hospitality sector, it has bore the brunt of COVID. A lot of travel has stopped. And I guess the incentive part is, it makes sense to give to people who can actually make use of, travel within the country, outside also. And this will give some sort of a boost to the travel and tourism industry inside the country, especially as big a country like ours. And it will obviously, give a boost to the economy as all. But one question is, Marco, I see a challenge, that how you have dealt with this challenge, that customers, they generally tend to see discounts upfront. I think costing, it's say $1,000, you are offering him for $750, and or in India, or even in Indian rupees terms. But in terms of incentives, they see it differently. It's like a delayed gratification. So how have you dealt with this psyche of clients or people, and actually convince them that this is a better deal for them?
Well, you do have to, hit the greed button a little bit. We all take action based on personal gratification. What's in it for me, right? Everybody's, what's in it for me syndrome, and that's the only thing that matters to the customer buying is what's in it for me, and that's where the carrot, something you've got to do. I mean, you might have to come down on the price a little bit if you're competitive. If you really have a lot of competitors, or and really people are focusing on price, you may want to be a few dollars less. But instead of having to drop, like you said, from 1,000 to 750 rubies, instead of 1,000 rubies, 750 rubies, that's a big drop. That's 25%. So instead of dropping that much, you might be able to keep it at 950 rubies instead of 1,000 rubies, but include the 3-night stay in Goa as a bonus trip, as a bonus certificate, or a $500 hotel savings card. So our savings cards, let me tell you how they work. They have 100, 200. They come in different increments: 100, 200, 300, or $500 in hotel savings credits. Those are cash credits that save people money compared to the Expedias or Agoras.coms of the world. And so they can go online and shop. It's kind of like a gift card, but it doesn't pay for the entire hotel stay. They get about from 10 to 50% off of the hotel stays at over 1 million hotels all over the world. So the hotel savings cards are also a great customer draw card that could be used to at least, get them for lead generation, or get them to look at your offer compared to the other guy's offer. and offering them what I always teach is small incentives, micro incentives for a micro call to action. So if you're asking them to buy a $100 Ruby's product, you can't offer them a 3-night hotel stay in Goa. It sounds too good to be true. You might want to offer them for a $100 product, offer them a $100 hotel savings card. And then on the next page, when you're offering the upsell, you might say, okay, if you buy this product to go with this product, we'll exchange your $100 hotel savings card for a $500 hotel savings card. Because, by the way, as a Marketing Boost member, you pay a low monthly fee. It's only $37 a month, 37 US dollars a month. And that gives you, the business owner, the ability to give away as many of these incentives for Marketing Boost as you want, with no limit. So although you can give them away like candy, we teach our members, don't do that. We want you to create scarcity and urgency in the offers. So for example, if you're giving away a free trip to Goa, you might say, the first 10 buyers of my coaching program today are going to get a complimentary hotel stay in Goa. The first 10 buyers this month. Or you're running always make it seem like there's scarcity and urgency. Let's say you put webinars on. You could say, by the way, stay to the end of the webinar. For everybody who stays to the end of the webinar, and engages with us when we ask questions, and if you're answering questions, we're going to select 3 winners at the end of the webinar to receive a complimentary hotel stay in Dubai. And so you have urgency, scarcity, and making them keep that perceived value of the trip, so that people are, trying to get it. And the more they did to earn it, the more they want it, the more they'll take action to earn it. But
right, carry on, Marco. Carry on.
No, I was going to say, the incentives they're not a magic bullet. They're not going to solve all your problems. They're not going to make you go from 0 sales to $1 million in sales tomorrow. But if you use them and smartly, and for example, my Facebook group has almost 28,000 business owners that are engaged to help each other. We post ideas. If you're thinking about a campaign, you could post it in the group first and get the opinion of other business owners before you launch it live.
You got other 52,000 also, Marco. You have left other 52,000, 54,000 exactly.
Yes, I have 54,000 in one group called for our affiliates, because we have affiliate marketers all over the world that promote Marketing Boost.
Yeah.
We do pay a 40% commission for people to promote Marketing Boost to other business owners. And then we have the group where these are the people that use Marketing Boost. There's almost 28,000 in that group, and very engaged in helping each other come up with good strategies and marketing concepts and stuff to build their business.
Okay. So my question is it that you are the one who is behind? You're sort of an underwriter of trips for your clients who become part of your Marketingboostcom?
Yeah, that's exactly right. My partners and I launched this business in 2017, and again, we help fill these rooms for hotels around the world that always have available inventory. And I mean, so when you get one of our incentives, there's typically going to be about 32 weeks out of the year that are available. So there's going to be peak seasons that are not available, certain weekends that aren't available. So it's not if the consumer can be a little bit flexible, they're going to be super happy. If they can only travel on their birthday or special holidays, etc., it may not be, it may not be a good fit, because we're helping fill what would otherwise be empty hotel rooms. If they need then they could use the hotel savings card, because then they can use them anytime, anywhere, and save money, but there's much more availability. The complimentary hotel stays, we average about 70% of the year of availability. What else? So I forgot what your question was.
No problem. So I want to understand that how do you make profit then? I guess you take $37 every month from your clients.
Right.
Am I right?
We make money in several ways. One, yes, we have that $37 a month, and we have thousands of business owners around the world that pay us that. So that does add up. Then we have when people are activating those certificates, we are and traveling. When they actually travel, we're offering upgrades to book additional nights. We're so they see in the platform they can book additional nights. They can book additional sometimes excursions, purchase activities. So there's other add-ons that we make money on in the travel business, and it is very high volume. So it does add up. And then in the hotel savings cards, all of those travel bookings, we make a little bit on each booking there. So it does add up.
Perfect. So does it only work for people who are in the services sector, or is it also applicable in products? One can utilize the same.
Yeah, great question. No, I've had many a member use it in e-commerce with products. And one of the ways to do that is loyalty program. For example, you can create, points. If you buy X amount of products, buy $200 or more this month, and we'll reward you with. So, you want to get them coming back, and you're going to email them and saying, hey, you've earned 75 points with your purchases so far. If you spend another $100 and another $100 in rubies, or you create your own scale of the system. So you're only $100 away from earning a complimentary hotel stay. Come back and here's our promotions. Here's what we're selling this weekend. So that if you can get people to, you don't have to reward them with the one simple purchase. You can create it so that they have to keep coming back and buy more. And when they do that, you're creating your own rewards platform or a loyalty program so that you can reward them with a something that doesn't cost you any money, because you're only paying $37 a month. So you can create these rewards for them. And whether you're a restaurant, you could do that. Like the old school, poke the little thing. If you eat here for 10 times, you get a free sandwich or you get a free dinner. So you could do it like that. If you, stay, every time you come here, if you'll post on Facebook, let everybody know that you're here eating at our restaurant. If you'll, when you eat here 5 times and share with your friends that you're here eating, maybe film a selfie, put a little table tent on the restaurant and tell them how the promotion works. If they promote it on Facebook, tell everybody where they're at. If they film a video testimonial about how wonderful the food is at the restaurant, then you're going to reward them with a hotel savings card or something along those lines, a complimentary hotel stay. Or they'll be entered to win a free trip. Make it seem like it's something hard to earn. But now you're getting them to post live on Facebook where they're at, so all their friends see that they're at this local restaurant. You're getting video testimonials that they loved it. You're building your online reputation, and it's only $37 a month, and you create this excitement about coming in to be in your restaurant, for example, or to be in your physical store, or to be, if they're buying online, it's similar. Get people to, tell their friends and referral and post on Facebook they bought this product from you, and help promote viral, get them to word of mouth marketing, and then reward them with points or something to earn an incentive.
Right. And in fact, it brings you, repeat customers again and again.
Exactly.
So, Marco, let me ask you one more question related to this only, because you talked about incentives now. For a small business, what are the other different ways that they can, India, we have got a lot of small businesses, a huge sector which employs so many people. So for a small business, how they can actually stand out in a crowded marketplace? And, are there other options, other services that they can offer, other things that they can offer to customers to stand out in a very competitive atmosphere? Apart from
the crowd. Well, one, in today's world, one of the great things about being an entrepreneur today is we have, more entrepreneurs all over the world than ever before. It's never been easier in the sense that the technology is available to do, streaming calls like you and I are doing right now from around the world. You're in India, I'm in Florida, and here we are live reaching an audience. technology is available now around the world. It's affordable. The technology is more affordable than it ever was. So you need to, you need to find automation tools that are available, to everybody. So you need to be relevant and automated, and you need to, be moving with changing with this constant evolution of what the internet continues to be. If you're an online marketer, affiliate marketer, if you're a home-based business or whatever it might be. So you need the technology, and it's affordable, but you do need to invest in technology and in yourself and continuing to learn. I mean, with YouTube today, we can learn just about anything without having to spend a lot of money. So there's tools to go out and get, and to stand out from that crowd. Again, one of the things that we teach, obviously, is to use our own, to plug Marketing Boost. These incentives that we offer can certainly make you stand out from the crowd and look a little bit different than everybody else, because this Marketing Boost becomes the mastermind secret of many, many entrepreneurs around the world, because your client will never know about Marketing Boost. When your client receives the complimentary hotel stay, they're going to redeem that at our website called redeemvacations.com. They're not going to hear about Marketing Boost. They're not going to know it only cost you $37 a month.
Okay.
So they're going to assume that you had to somehow pay for this expensive trip for them. And so that's one of the secrets to the mastermind, the marketers that use Marketing Boost. Now, other ways to stand out from the crowd is to, what is your unique sales proposition? You've got to define what makes you different than your competitor. What can you do better than your competitor? For example, in our world, we're not the first ones to invent travel incentive business. It's been around for decades. There's been people that sell travel certificates for, you win a free cruise and you got a 3-night cruise. But all of our competitors made it nearly impossible to use. Their whole design with the travel incentives, our competitors, is to make it hard to use. You got to give them 45 days advance notice when you want to travel. You got to give them 2 dates that you want to go 90 days apart. They really make it hard to use. In our case, if we were going to do it, we wanted to be the best in the world, right? What's our unique sales proposition, our unique selling tool? So what we did was, one, we made it super affordable for any small business all over the world. Second, we made it completely easy to use. So it's a login. Just log into the internet, activate your certificate, and get ready to travel. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Activate it. Search for available dates. Book your dates. Boom. No hoops to jump through. No presentations. And third, we made it. I forgot the term. We made it affordable. So we used to charge $197 a month. Right, for our U.S.-based clients, $197 a month to access Marketing Boost. Very affordable still for all that we provide. But when we decided to launch the business globally and make our product available to business owners all over the world, in places like India and Pakistan, and business owners in the Philippines and in Singapore and what have you, we figured, let's go back to the price that we launched at in 2017, which was $37 a month. Let's make it back to the original price. Let's make it affordable for any small entrepreneur anywhere in the world. That becomes a no-brainer to give it a shot to do this. And again, that's an example of how we stand out from the crowd and how we are different from everybody else, our competitors. And you've got to find what makes you different. And then, of course, you've got to deliver. You've got to deliver, you got to deliver on whatever you promise. And that's where the technology of automation, for example, I talked earlier about we would do surveys, and if they gave us a 4 or 5, we would ask them for a video testimonial, right? But because we were automating that system and asking for a survey, if we got a 1, 2, or 3, guess what? We needed to know something went wrong with that client. And then what? We've got to fix it. That gave us the opportunity to jump on the people that weren't happy for some reason or another, see what we can do to fix it. Mind you, here's another way to use the incentives. When people are not happy, if you dropped the ball, if you were late on delivery, if you were late for shipping, now you can use a Marketing Boost incentive to try to solve the problem as part of the solution. So, look, I'm so sorry we dropped the ball, that we shipped you the wrong product. I'm so sorry we did this, we did that. I'm going to reward you with a free complimentary hotel stay on me just because of this mistake. And then you're going to fix the problem and reward them. And then you're going to turn an unhappy customer into a raving fan. So it's one of the ways to use the Marketing Boost incentives is to actually fix the ones that gave you a bad, before they give you a bad review, mind you. By doing the automated survey, you're in control of your reputation. You're letting them vent when you did something wrong, so they vent with you, so you can fix it before they go and start posting negative reviews all over the internet.
Right.
And then you're soliciting the positive reviews. So if they're happy, you're making it easy for them. You're sending them the link. Here's where to post it. Here's the link to post the video. Here's the link to please post a review. And then you can send them links to different third-party review sites where you need reviews. I need more reviews on Trustpilot. I need them on SiteJabber. I need them on Better Business Bureau. I need them so you can throttle them by sending your different clients different places to post reviews. So you're looking like you're getting reviews all over the internet on Yelp, here, there, and everywhere, and that makes you stand out from the crowd too. Because today people always want to read a review before they buy from you. So you need to, if you don't have enough current, fresh reviews coming in, they're going to go with your competitor.
Right. Marco, do you have a system right now where Indian clients can hop onto your marketingboostcom, as well as places like hotels and restaurants who have got good properties? They can also offer their services so that you put them in your destinations.
Yes.
Is it working? And if it's yes, how? And if not, when are you looking at that?
Yes, we do have. We currently only have one destination in India, in Goa.
But that's not fair. India is a huge country and lots of great destinations.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go and get some more destinations in India. We haven't gotten more. One reason we really haven't reached enough of the Indian business owner community to grow that, more and more Indian business owners. I mean, we have a lot of business owners in Australia, in Europe, in Asia, in the Philippines. I don't have a lot from India yet, to be honest with you. So the more we get, then the more we will be required to go get more destinations in India to take care of our business owners there. So yeah, we would love to build and grow that Indian market. And
because a lot of Indian businesses are going online, selling online. Small businesses are there. High value items are out there. So many of them are selling to the US market and other markets across the world. And I guess a service like yours could be of use to them and easy for them to avail for their customers. And that is why I thought I would point that out. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, if they're selling products to people from different parts of the world, then this really works because we have, we do have the destinations around the world that they could be promoting. So if you're marketing in the US, you could be saying, hey, buy this and get a 3-night trip in Las Vegas. Get a 3-night trip in Cancun. Everybody loves Cancun. I mean, a 5-night trip in Cancun or 5 nights in Hawaii. When you're marketing to business, to consumers in India, you could promote Goa. So we always recommend that you don't give the client like the whole world, all of our 125 destinations to choose from. But yeah, because if you give too many choices means no decision at all. Too many choices means no choice. So so it's that's how that works. Yeah.
Okay. Coming to the last question, Marco. Talking of entrepreneurship, who better entrepreneur than you? You started your entrepreneurship journey at the age of 9. When tell us about that, because that journey would give a lot of learning for a lot of people. For us starting from where it was.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. My story, I guess I was born with the entrepreneurship blood. At age 9, I started a paper route in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where I grew up. I'm originally from Texas, Mexican descendants, but my family moved to Puerto Rico. And so I started a paper route there. In those days, they would allow us to have a paper route. And, And so I did what I did best. You know what I did best? I did sales. I'd knock on doors and subscribe people to the newspaper. And then I have to go back to do collections because back then they had to pay me and I had to pay the newspaper. And then I had my friends help me do delivery. So I had, I was doing delivery plus my friends doing delivery. But I was before we knew it, I had hundreds and hundreds of clients and focused. And I was featured on the front page of the San Juan Star, the newspaper in Puerto Rico, with the biggest paper.
That happens, that happens very rarely that a person,
Yeah. So by the age of 12, I was featured on the front page of the newspaper.
Carry on.
And then when I got out of high school, I didn't go to college but for about a year and a half. I didn't enjoy it. They were just teaching me how to get a job, and I didn't want a job. I wanted to be in business. So I got into the restaurant business very young, and before with my older brother and my mom, and within 5 years we had 5 restaurants. So by the time I was 23 years old, I owned 5 restaurants and a nightclub. And I thought, man, I'm going to be a billionaire by the time I'm 30. Well, I didn't make that, but I never reached the billionaire status yet. But anyway, we grew that, and then so I've been in business one way or another for since a very young age. In my career, I've helped business owners. I've helped between my own businesses and the businesses that I've personally been involved in influencing their successes. Generated over $1 billion in sales for multiple, for myself and multiple companies. So I do have a background where we can, I've learned what makes people tick, what makes people take action. And that's what we do today. That's our passion, is to teach business owners how to be successful. And we are always bringing content just the same way you do, AJ, by, I do webinars for my audience within the Facebook group and bring them content to learn, to grow, to be successful. It's really, I love people that are entrepreneurs and that are taking the steps to try to get out and earn money. But you've also got to be willing to, burn the candle at both ends. Most of the time you have to keep your job until and start and work your business, on the off hours until the middle of the night, so that until your business can make enough money to let you quit your job. So most of the time, that's how small entrepreneurs start.
Yeah, but Marco, you have achieved so much. You have, I guess whatever you wanted, maybe even $1 billion, but you are not telling that to us. But the big question is that, what keeps you going still? Such a rigorous pace. You got so active, you do so much of work, and just keep going.
I do. I love it. Yeah, like you say, I'm no young chicken anymore, spring chicken anymore. But what gets me out of bed every morning and gets me excited to tell the world about Marketing Boost and help them out is really exactly this, AJ. I love being a guest speaker on podcasts and shows, and showing people, the tools that you need. For example, with Marketing Boost, we also offer as an upsell product. We offer technology tools like how to automate your business. So we have a program called Automation Booster, which is a complete CRM system. And it's really designed to help a business owner automate everything so that you're not doing everything yourself. We teach our business owners, I teach business owners, one of the things that we all make the mistake of, too many of make the mistake of, we want to control everything ourselves. We want to do everything ourselves. We don't want to delegate anything. We don't want to outsource anything. And that's a mistake. If you try to do everything yourself, you're going to think small and you're going to be a small business. If you want to, the more you think big, the more you can automate, the more you can delegate, the more anything you do over and over every day. If it's a business process you do it's over and over every day, you can probably delegate that to somebody else cheaper than it cost you to do it, so that you can focus on the bigger things and continue to grow your business and start building a team. You need a team around you of people that are smarter than you. And so I always recommend, building a team. My passion is that, helping business owners grow, build a team, and not depend on the government, not depend on government handouts, not depend on a job, and be able to stand on their own 2 feet and build their own business and support their own family. And that's what drives me. I absolutely love it.
Wonderful. Be and stand on your own and don't be dependent on anybody. Automation and and passion for doing what you are doing. That's a lot of learning from you, Marco. Lots and lots of learning, I guess. But on the CRM thing, I would certainly like to know more about that specifically, because that is going to be a lot of learning for small businesses, because they keep on struggling about trying to save cost and do a lot of things by themselves. But I guess automation also can come in at a lesser price than they expect. That they fear that it be a very costly affair.
Right.
That's it. If you On that note, Marco, thanks for all the learning that you have brought for us, and with a promise that we'll come back to you again for another session of a learning thing. On that note, it's a wrap on this edition of the KAJ Masterclass. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much indeed.
Thank you.